All right, so if you know anything about me, I'm all about women's health and hormones, and I know that this says heart health and blood sugar health, but baby, let me tell you right now, this is an over 35. If you're a baddie, if you're going into perimenopause, let's get into it. Perimenopause literally kicked my butt from the beginning. Heart palpitations, circulation issues, blood sugar issues. Like I was eating and 30 minutes later in a sugar coma. And I'm like, this is not my body. So you may have different hormones, you may have different situations, but I feel like any female over the age of 30, 35, especially in your stressful US, this is what we're looking for. Number one, blood sugar balance. This is interesting. I had already been taking berberine, but then I needed to add a little cinnamon. Then I needed to add a little inositol. Before you know it, you have this long line of products and it becomes overwhelming. This like wraps it all into one. Right here we've got some berberine, which is going to help balance blood sugar. They also throw in something for inflammation and mood. So as your little estrogen's doing its thing and you're getting all sassy, you have something to balance your mood, but also when you're feeling a little more down, when your hormones are all over and your blood sugar, not to make this a long story or a TED talk, but think of it this way. When your blood sugar is all over, up and down, highs and lows, so is your mood, right? One second you're stable, you're productive, you're loving life. The next second you want to scream and yell and you don't know why you're acting that way because your blood sugar is all off, right? Your mood is off. This is going to help stabilize this. Also anti-inflammatory. Now, anti-inflammatory is not just taking away pain. Anti-inflammatory is better brain health, less brain fog. When your brain is inflamed, you have brain fog, right? Kind of like when your gut is inflamed, you have digestive issues. It's all connected. Nobody thinks of it that way, but I like to break it down into those type of analogies. So you have inflammation control, glucose control. Now this I'm bringing in 2 to 3 a day. Now I'm an ostomate, so I personally like to open up my capsules. However, berberine maybe doesn't taste as great, so I just kind of knock it back real quick with 8 ounces of water. But they work really well. I take 1 to 2, sometimes 3. I'm gonna be honest, this morning I had 4 organic waffles. I didn't really bring in a lot of protein because I did a protein shake earlier, so I already knew the carbs feel amazing, right? I've got that go-go energy, but I was like, look here, blood sugar, you're not about to take me out. So I brought in this additional blood sugar support so that I can stay balanced. My body can metabolize the carbs, no harm, no foul, right? I'm good to go. So this is the blood sugar support. Huge for anyone that is diagnosed with PCOS, aka PMOS, insulin resistance, or you just feel like no matter what you do, you can't lose weight. You're in a sugar coma after work. You're like, oh, after noon, right? You have your lunch and you feel like you're super unproductive because you're in the sugar coma. This is what we're looking for. But then on the other hand, your girl started having all these heart palpitations. Actually had a surgery, had a blood clot. And I'm like, this is totally not in my history. But as my body changes and develops, I get older and wiser, we'll just put it that way, I needed additional support for cardiovascular health. A lot of women deal with heart disease, and it's very interesting, right? We also have this all autoimmune stuff, not to soapbox, but we're so busy taking care of everyone else, we don't think about our heart health, right? We're thinking about our hormone health, we're thinking about womb health, we're going in for mammograms and pap smears, but nobody thinks about cardiovascular health until you have a circulation issue, right? Until you have a heart palpitation, until you feel a little something, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Baby, we're gonna be proactive rather than reactive. So we're gonna bring this in. This has olive leaf. A lot of people don't think of olive leaf. You think of like CoQ10 and other heart health things. This is really great, once again, like I said, to be proactive. Now, if you're already having issues and you're taking pharmaceuticals, absolutely do what your doctor is having you do. Do what you felt led to do. Check in with your little spirit, your intuition, your discernment. But this is a really great add-in. So we've got nitric oxide as well. Nitric oxide has been a game changer for me. Biggest thing with nitric oxide, best story I have is one day I was freezing cold. One side of my body was cold. So this side is the side I have my ostomy on. So I've had a lot more trauma and surgery on the right side. Right side freezing cold like ice. Left side perfectly great, right? Left side working really great. Right ankle puffy and swollen. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, this is a circulation issue. Nitric oxide begins to deplete around 30, 35 in females and everyone. But I specifically, if you know me from any other platform, I'm all about the ladies. Men, we love you, but ladies, I'm here to help you with your health and your wealth. So nitric oxide is going to help with circulation. It's going to help you have just better circulation, less lymphatic flow as far as congestion. So this has been really, really great. Now, as far as nitric oxide, I know most men know nitric oxide when they think of performance downstairs, but ladies, I need you to lean in. It also is going to help with circulation. It can also help with your performance. Blood flow when you're older is huge, right? That's why you have to do lymphatic massage. You have to move your body. all the things we have to do to stay healthy. And this is a simple way, this stack right, oh, let me turn this around. This is a simple way to bring this in, right? So if you're having some blood sugar issues, if you're having some heart health issues, maybe you're over the age of 35 and you're like, girl, I don't have no issues, I'm doing good, then I would still bring this in because your body is adjusting. The older you get, the less nitric oxide. The older you get, the more your body has a hard time breaking down carbs. So rather than start packing on the weight and being puffy and being inflamed, I mean, this is a simple little biohack that you can start today. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.